EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Twin Cities and U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, the home of the Vikings. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings on Sunday Night Primetime. Here now, S1W2 to get us started. And off we go here on Sunday Night Primetime. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game for Aaron Jones. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. It'll be a Vikings first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Play action now. It's McCarthy. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And I believe a Viking was able to get his hands on it. Yes, he was. Minnesota will keep the ball.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd and long. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. In motion comes Beckham. On second down, here's Penix. That's complete. He's got OBJ. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Third down, they need 5. From the gun on third down, here's Penix. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
In punt formation.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds.
33-yard line.
Throwing here on first and 10 is McCarthy. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. McCarthy to the air on second down. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Aaron Jones that time. And third down coming up.
So I'm not really sure if it would have mattered, Mike. I don't think they were going to have enough to pick up the first down either way. But at least if that ball's completed, third down's just a little bit more manageable. Because now after the incomplete, they find themselves in third and pass.
On third and long, here's McCarthy. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up fourth down. Here's Ryan Wright now. And he's on to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about returning that ball. Whoa!
First and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a first and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
On second down, Penix. That is hard. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. It is a big play there for the Falcons. 39 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Now Penix to throw on second down. That's caught right side. It's London. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
They've got it at the 8, first down and goal. He'll get this out wide, and he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Brings up second and goal at the Vikings 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, here's second and goal. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And now, third and goal coming up.
From the 2-yard line.
Go with him.
Third and 2. And Penix. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
I like the play call on third and goal there, giving the ball to your back and seeing if he can punch it in. But now it really sets up a pretty interesting decision. Does the play caller and the head coach want to roll the dice and go for a touchdown?
And this is caught. Wow, the decision to go pays off. Kyle Pitts, touchdown Falcons. His first touchdown of the new campaign. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Here comes the screen to Jones. He's got room past the 35. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first and 10, it's McCarthy. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. And they'll take this down inside the 35. These two got it going on. 19 on that connection and another first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That's into the hands of Moore. So We are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Vikings football as we begin this second quarter, as they've got it with 1st and 10. On the give, it's Jones. And the left first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
He's got his big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Vikings. On now for the extra point, here's Will Riker. The kick is good. The Vikings will level things out at 7 points. Well done, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
We're going to go play action with Penix. That's complete. It's Justice Hill out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. 16 yards on the game. And a quick first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion. And then really, it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. 2nd and 10. Here's Penix. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. Oh, big hole, left side. And he's in! Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Atlanta. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Next to score, Falcons 14, Vikings 7.
So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On 1st down, here's McCarthy. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Open man, downfield, it's Hawkinson. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play for Minnesota. 32 yards.
Vikings. First down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Yard line.
To the air once more is McCarthy. That's caught once again by Hawkinson. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down.
A gain of 4 brings up third and 4.
Again, it's Jones. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
On fourth down, it's Will Riker time for this Viking field goal.
A 37-yard attempt.
Riker's kick is good. And the Vikings are back within 4 at 14 to 10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Throwing now, Penix on first down. Short throw taken by Pitts. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And a spirited run there, somehow managing to gain a couple of yards.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Third and a yard. On third and 1, here's Penix. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
When you decide to throw the ball on third and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
First and 10. Here's a toss left side for Robinson. And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Penix. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds. I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
To the right, that's Pitts. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Quick throw on the RPO, and he gets it to Mooney. And the Falcons are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
That is caught to the goal line and in. Tyler Algier. Touchdown Falcons. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
On the return is Rodgers. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. To the outside, it's looked in by Addison.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
2nd down, they need 3. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. And it'll be 3rd down.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike. And that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
Open man, right side. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their 1st. Throwing again is McCarthy. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Falcon first down. Pitts is the man in motion. Now the lefty panics on first down. Open man downfield, that's London. And he's into the end zone. And they are making it look easy. Straight London. Touchdown Atlanta. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
On the return is Rogers. Now an opening past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example why.
They'll try to hit him with a screen. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark. It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings.
Jamal Agnew on the return. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Robinson. Inside the 35. A terrific run. He's got this one down inside the 30-yard line. It's a big run by Robinson. 41 yards. On the toss, it's Robinson. Oh, he did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers, it's a gain of 9.
Yeah, I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up 1st and goal.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. And he'll take it on in. Bijan Robinson, touchdown Falcons. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So out is Koo. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. On the return is Rodgers. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll complete that to his fullback. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
I'm not sure how many guys grow up wanting to be an NFL fullback, Mike. They don't get the ball a ton. They're used to do all the dirty work. But in this case, this guy's showing off. Hey, coach, you get the ball in my hands. I can do some things.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They gain 18 yards on that one. 1st down, Minnesota.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset. But as always, there's the exception to every rule.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. His pass, right side, going to be caught by Addison. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Here's McCarthy. Here comes the screen to Jones. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. Good pickup of 16 on that screenplay and a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bob, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Mustang 19. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. This one is caught by Addison. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
McCarthy going to look to throw again. Moving to his right. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
To throw once more, here's McCarthy. It is brought in the end zone. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure, and I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time. Ultimately, the result is a touchdown.
Justice Hill to return. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And here comes Robinson on a toss to the right. And he will not be able to turn upfield. He'll drop him behind the line. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. From the gun, here is Penix. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it's going to be 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
Now, deep ball for London. That is brought in to the 20. And he's going to take this one all the way. 83 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff.
His kick is good. Makes the score Falcons 42, Vikings 17.
So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. On the return is Rodgers. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
At their own 35-yard line.
On first down, here's McCarthy. This one not quite on target. Too much. That one falls incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And that will lead to a 2nd down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That's into the hands of Moore. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. Crazy. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. A big play for Minnesota. Pickup of 46 yards.
That's good.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10.
The 15-yard line.
Now a handoff. Jones. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. He's got it at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
Vikings, first down. 1st and goal.
To throw, it's McCarthy. Rolling right. And he will wisely just get rid of this one. And set up 2nd and goal.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On second down, here's McCarthy. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Touchdown here in the fourth quarter, Greg. They had a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for 2. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the fourth quarter.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Again, left side. Here comes Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10. At the
In motion comes Beckham. Now Penix to throw on second down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Odell Beckham Jr. there. Third down coming up.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
From the gun on third down. Here's Penix. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time.
Jesse Bates on the coverage.
And it'll bring up second down. Now McCarthy. To the right side, he's got Hopkinson, his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first and 10, it's McCarthy. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play. And that's exactly what they did.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
He'll let this go deep for Jefferson. And this ball incomplete on third down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. Picked off by Divine Diablo. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Is a turnover
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder to their position. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They'll go again with Robinson. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
All run play. This is Hill. He's going to have the first down yardage. The stop made at the 31, but a new set of downs. First down picked up.
Wow, a little change of play call here, and that's typically not what we see at this down and distance. That's typically a passing down, Mike, but they catch the defense off guard, keep the ball on the ground, and they're able to pick up enough for the first down.
Now here's Tyler Algier out of BYU. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. It is 3rd and 10. Another run here for Robinson. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. This one is about done.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
So it's a win for the visiting Falcons. They get the victory here, away from home, to run their early season record to 2-0. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Minneapolis.